This is Morten from INKISH TV. We are still here at Design and Buy's booth, and I'm going to talk to Dheeraj. Dheeraj, congratulations on your award.
Thank you very much, Morten.
And I just spoke to your lady boss, Nidhi, right?
Yes.
I'm so pleased every time I get the chance to come and see how you progress as a company. I remember one of the first time I saw your company was at a print pack show in Greater Noida in India. I mean, a lot of things has happened since then, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So is it just a one upgoing success for you as a company?
Of course, we have many more planned already in cart. So of course,
Software never stops, right?
yes.
Yeah.
So being a software provider, especially dedicated for print industry, we keep looking for a more innovative products, which can help print service provider serve the customer what they're expecting, right? And that's where 2 years back we started a journey where we form a team, specific team, R&D team, to think about what expectations are there in the market, and that's how they came across the couple of challenges. And
So would you say that when you started looking into developing the DesignO, basically that is a process that started years ago?
2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
So how is it? I mean, when you have worked inside the company and you have kept it a secret, and now you sit here and you have won an award, and you have customers. How do you feel about that?
So it was like when we planned and when we made a R&D team, it was all at ideal stage, right? There were a lot of brains behind that. There were a lot of brainstorming and inputs were coming in. So we wanted to come out and launch this product only when the working model is ready. So of course we did launch DesignO in year 2021 early. So it was in January 2022, 9 years back. But then we kept optimizing it because then it was a beta version. And when we kept optimizing, we released 2 upgrade version after that. And then we can say, yes, it became so powerful and unique in nature that led us win this prestigious Pinnacle Intertech as well as Product Award.
That is nice.
Yeah.
And you promised to show me a little bit about what it is, right? So
of course.
Take it away, my friend, and show me a demo here.
Yeah, thank you very much. So of course, as you can see, so first of all, let me give you a brief idea about what DesignO is. So DesignO has been built in a, with an objective which can let any print service provider having an IT infrastructure already in place, lacking the web to print, functionality.
So an example, basically, let's say that I have any shop that I'm selling any products in, and I would like to have some kind of design tool added to it, rather than exchanging my entire shop.
Exactly.
I buy this product.
Exactly. And not limited to that. It comes with it's a probably industry first complete API driven web to print module, which does not restrict you to have just designing facility. It comes with even inbuilt print workflow management and the order management application, right? Which can simplify a lot of your challenges. Second, in case you have an IT system, let's say you have an e-commerce store, maybe it could be custom built, or it could, because there are a lot of ready e-commerce platform in the market. So either you have any of those or built it custom, or you have multiple actually. Maybe you have different storefront for different brands name, different product segment, or maybe you have business in different countries on a different name. So you don't need to have a multiple licenses, multiple product club together, manage it separately from different backend.
Because you simply can utilize the DesignO across different sites and different solutions.
Exactly. So it's quite easy. So you can have a single copy, and you can connect all of your different store, and you can manage all the different store web to print functionality right with the same backend.
Nice. And how, I know I am probably jump starting a little bit because I just got curious when you say this, because I mean, if you look at some of the software that I have followed for many years, like products like Chili Publish, for example, right? Where you also have API connection, where you can connect to database and all this. Is that also something you can with it? I mean, I'm asking you because you say API, so,
yes.
So it fuels a little bit of curiosity if you have that extent too.
So we have simplified a bit. So especially when we talk about the ready-made e-commerce platform, say Magento, Pencart, WooCommerce, Shopify, BigCom, because we club them all together in terms of markets here. Probably 80% markets are captured, right?
Yeah.
So for all this ready e-commerce platform, we have already built an executable app.
Yeah.
So you no longer required to even discuss about the API.
Okay.
Right. You can just install it, and you can start using it in the next hour.
Because you have made ready-made connections to
Ready-made
the
app.
most famous.
Yeah, so you can find DesignO app in Shopify app, marketplace,
Yeah.
BigCommerce marketplace, Magento marketplace, WooCommerce marketplace, OpenCart we have already in place, PrestaShop. We are now integrated with Squarespace also. And when you have a custom e-commerce platform where such app is not available, then we can think about API. It's already in structured. We can then connect it. And the beauty of this is, now today you have a probably let's say Shopify store. Tomorrow, if you want to migrate to different e-commerce platform, it becomes a very big challenge. I think it's the biggest industry challenge right now, right? Migration. And that's why we end up compromising our objective because the solution is not capable to support that, right?
Makes sense.
That's where it addresses, because even though you have integrated with Shopify, you have scaled your business. Tomorrow you think, no, I need to either go for a custom built e-commerce which follows my standard specific flow, or you have a Magento or any other e-commerce, then you don't need to worry about your web to print data. So whatever you have configured, you can just plug out from your Shopify or e-commerce and then plug into a new e-commerce.
Perfect.
So your digital assets, what you have configured, that remains as it is.
Nice. Let us see it.
Ah, sure. So
I'm curious.
So as you can see right now on screen, this is just a homepage of a demo Magento store. But as I said, the application is available across all the different e-commerce. It's Shopify or BigCommerce and all. So let's say if I just select a dummy product here, a business card. So once we integrate, once we connect our DesignO with your e-commerce, means the client e-commerce, then the product and everything they are managing, the catalogs they are managing right there in e-commerce. What they will do, they'll facilitate this customized option.
So that is basically, so everything here is a standard commerce product.
Exactly.
And then here, when you click the customize, that is via the API enabling the DesignO.
Right. And once that is called, then the DesignO gets called. And the best part is, this not at all get changed. So the URL remains same, and that too SEO friendly.
But that is also because it's using an API, so you don't even have like iframes.
You don't have to
or anything.
redirect.
No,
we don't
yeah.
have to open it in iframe.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's actually an integrated part of the solution. Because you have integrated from the API directly into the storefront of the whatever solution you're using.
True.
Yeah.
And second, you would have seen many of the tool in the market. Once they load, so the URL becomes so dynamic.
Yeah.
So that kills your complete digital marketing activity, especially SEO.
Yeah.
And that's where the beauty is. So whatever URL you are targeting, so let's say consider this is the URL you are having for your store, you can actually control what the extension of URL would be when Designer tool launches, right? And that you can control for every single product.
Nice.
So for brochure, for business card, you can have all different.
But is that something that is still managed by the commerce solution, right? So when you create a product, you have the direct link to that product, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
but once the designer tool loads, what the URL should be. So let's say if you have targeted one particular URL to do your SEO activity, you have configured your meta title, description and everything, you can define that logic. So even when tools loads on your website, it follows the structure you want.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And then you can see this is again in terms of technology. DesignO is built on JavaScript ES6, which is recent, and that makes it completely mobile responsive. Yeah, so it doesn't matter which device customer is using.
And you don't have to take control in that when you do the design, because with the Java it basically adapts to the screen size.
Exactly, you can see live here. When I'm increasing the size, changing the size of the browser, it is auto-adjusting.
Yeah.
Right, and it behaves like a mobile app.
Yeah.
Right. So the end user get a benefit because they don't have a limitation of any system based.
And also makes it possible to use on tablets and phones.
Of course, anytime.
Yeah.
So the shop becomes 24/7 because now everyone carries a mobile, right? Yeah. So they can do that, and it's very user friendly. You can see there are options, very user friendly option. If I have to navigate rulers and all, I can manage. If I have to navigate my pages, I can do that. If I have to edit, let's say I want to write here, design and buy, I can simply click over here and then click on edit here. Okay, or maybe double click also. And it's done.
Yeah.
Right? And there are a lot of options, like I can control font.
What about, is it Google fonts by default, or can you also install your own fonts?
You can add your own list of fonts as well. By default, Google fonts are already there,
Yeah.
but you can upload, and even we have given a
So,
mass
so,
upload
that,
option.
so that means that, for example, if you are a brand owner and you need to comply specifically to your design manual, you can apply both fonts and and colors and things like that to your palettes that can be chosen, right?
Exactly, exactly.
So when you look at the design tool here, is that the same that you have if you buy a complete design and buy web to print solution?
Yes.
So basically what you do here is that you say that when you develop on your design studio, you basically have the functionality is developed for both platforms at the same time.
Yes.
But the advantage is of course that you can repurpose the design tool itself with all the facilities it has to all the users that are not using the design and buy backend.
Yes, exactly.
Is that I'm just asking of curiosity, is that a trend that you see in software that you can take any kind of software because I mean with the APIs it becomes easier and easier to make cross compatibility with the thing. So is that something you see also as a demand from the market, or is this new in your opinion?
I would say probably in last 5 years, we have seen this as the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Because when, of course, the adoption of web to print has been growing rapidly, probably since after 2010.
Yeah.
And then the businesses, who had implemented in web to print already, we came across some survey as well, especially if I talk about US market.
Yeah.
Of more than 40% printer who adopted a web to print, they ended up using multiple web to print.
Yeah.
The reason being the web to print solution provider they adopted, either their e-commerce were good, or either their designing tool or web to print component were good. Now there were very rarely application which has both the capacity.
And you don't have to focus so much on the commerce side because you could eventually in the future decide, say, this is what we do, this is where we differentiate, because a lot of the commerce solutions are open source, so it is difficult to make something that you compete with somebody who is doing it in an open source
And that even gives a lot of benefit to the businesses as well, because then you don't have a restriction where you have a complete dependency on a vendor. Right.
Yeah.
So here you have a dependency only when it comes to a designing facility, right? Wherein you can modify your flow the way you want. In case if you have in-house, then fine. Otherwise, you have a vendor, you can do it.
Dheeraj, I think this is really cool. I was just wondering because on the poster behind you, it's a more complex product. Is that from Design and Buy, or can you also do that in DesignO? Or
no,
I mean, it's a box here, for example.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you can see it. This is a business card, and this is the UI of the designer tool. You have all the needed facility. I'll just use probably one feature here, just to show you. You can see there is an album coming out. I as a Dheeraj has joined already, so system is tracking all my previous images. And let's say if I go and use any of my image, I have a lot of option actually. So let's say if I use this, I want to use it as a background, I can do that. Or if I want to edit and maybe remove the entire background.
Nice.
Well, so even I can remove background images, like you have if you are uploading a logo, then you want to change that logo into maybe 2 color or 3 color, or you have a white color background, like for example here you can see. So maybe I can just go over here and I say, okay, remove white from my image.
Nice.
I can remove that, I can apply, and further I can go here and say, okay, there are 3 colors used or 4 color used. Maybe this red color I want to make it yellow. So in fact, I can change my logos as well.
Nice.
Right? So that I can do. And in terms of flexibility, as you can see, the symbol DesignO is capable of handling all the different segment of product. So it is not limited to if you are a commercial printer, then this is so effective. What we have done is we have clubbed 3 or 4 behavior of designer tool within DesignO. So if you are a promotional printer, promotional products printer, then the designer tool behaves differently because you can then offer t-shirts. It behaves
Dheeraj, I have to interrupt you for a second because you poke the old bear here. Because basically when you had the front cover of a book just before, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One of the things I know a lot of people are thinking about when it comes to online design things. What about multiple pages and spreads of text? Is that something that you can work with as well?
Yes, you can see this is actually a 14-page photo book. Okay. I can navigate the pages. This is the back side, this is front side, these are inner pages.
But what about text flows? Because I think that is always like, one of the strengths you have with, for example, let's say you want to do a real book. Is that something?
So what we have done is we have introduced a rich text editor. So where if it is a large text limited to a particular page, it can be. It's like a mini Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a flow of text to another page also, that is in a Sprint 2, and that is all going to become in very short time.
Yeah.
Second, let's say if I just delete that part, You can see photo book is something which is associated with multiple pages most of the time. You have 50 or 100 pages to load. It becomes so difficult task for any consumer to create online. You can see how easy it was for me. I just went ahead, I selected this particular template, or maybe let's say I go here, access any particular template, maybe this one, and then I say, okay, I have a photo in my album, and this is the album for my wedding. I say, okay, autofill.
So you have all the photos,
I have 9 photos only, where in total 38 photos are required. So it is kind of some auto notification to customer.
That's smart. So basically, then it fits into the the pre-populated forms, basically, right? Yeah.
And my photo book is ready right here.
Yeah. And how does the print file look? Bleeds and everything is fine? And,
yes, you get a factor print ready file. Even you have an option, you need a separate pages for all the pages. Let's say it is 15-page photo book, it is possible. You need all pages to be clubbed together, it is possible. So, and you have SVG, you have a PNG, you have of course PDF vector.
And a question more is that, like, I really like this thing, but I was just thinking that if you look at a project like this, for example, right? Let's say that you are, let's say you're a brand owner and you have business cards, letterheads, brochures, and that, and you want to have the same design style. Can you populate a design format across templates easily, or you have to build them each one by one?
You mean design template management?
Yeah, I was thinking that if you have, let's say that Design and Buy use this for your business cards and for your letterheads and for your brochures, and now you get a new logo. Can you populate a new logo to all your templates, or you have to open all of them?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. Yes.
And the other question as well is that since this is basically used on APIs, can I from a database integrate real live connections from, let's say, a text box to a database and basically program additional features myself?
Probably you would need our help.
Okay. I was not expecting it, but sometimes it's just like figuring out where does it balance compared to
why you need a bit dependence on, because this is a product which has been built by us, right? And it's an IP. So you are not going to have a source code access.
No. But I was thinking that if you have an API and you have all the documentation of the API, basically a programmer would be able to say, okay, I need this, but I don't need it in the DesignO. I need it in a website, for example, right? And you can do that.
Yes. So the API structure is already there. We share that API structure. So in case if you are a developer, you can go through it. Wherever modification or whatever information you have to call about DesignO, at what page you need it, at home page, you want it at product page, you want it to call it at checkout page, you can define that. Wherever you feel like, okay, there are a specific flow and the standard API which is built is not going to support, then we are right there.
You said this was your from your wedding. Is it your 3 wives here?
I hope I could have make it possible, but I think one is enough.
Me too, more than enough. So we are about to run out a little bit about time, so I would like to see the box.
I would probably love to show that, because this is a very unique structure we have implemented. So first of all, you can see this tool, DesignO supports a 3D preview, and it gives a flexibility to end user that they can define the size of their box at the runtime. Right.
Oh, nice.
So they have no such limitation there, where they have to go and select from standard sizes, and then the product loads and design, then they click, and maybe preview may get generated. But here you can see I can define, let's say I need 4:2, maybe 4, or like that. So I can just update my size here. Okay. Then you can also allocate a lot of template design for customers. So let's say if I go and I can, show you that, maybe I can make it, because I've created this for 4, 4, and 2. So I just update this size.
And the design adapts to it right away.
Yes, and you have option as well. Now you can see this is outside, right? Designing is happening. If you need, the inside should also be done.
So you have...
you can now see, I can get inside, let's say if I just go here, and maybe you add this Google logo, or maybe a Design and Buy logo. You can see wherever I drag it.
Okay, it comes directly in the live preview.
So I can see that live preview also. So as a end user, packaging product always used to be complex in designing, right?
And what about from the output file perspective? You have, I can see that you have the folding lines and like that, and die lines and everything, right?
You get the output file with folding lines as
so
well.
it is directly ready to be produced afterwards.
Ready to be print, and even customer can see that, like it is open lead now. If I want to see how it will look like when it is closed, so I can preview that, right? Even whatever really nice. I design, I want to change my design, I can also go to templates, and I can access those templates as well, which a business owner has created. Maybe if I have to change my background, I can go here and I can say, okay, I need the inside in white color, and then I say, okay, remove this white.
Now I saw something that I don't like so much if I'm a professional. That is like the color templates you have is web colors and RGB. You have also the opportunity to use PMS colors and CMYK.
Yes. Even you can maintain Pantone color, you can maintain spot colors, so that you can manage it from back.
See, you have answers to everything I ask, right?
Yes. I will probably, if you want, I can just quickly highlight that here. So let's say when you go, you have a lot of options. You want to pick it from your design, so you can pick it from design. Let's say you want to make it exactly this particular color, you can select that, okay? Then if you want to keep it from color picker, you can see there are CMYK entry also there.
Oh, they were there as well.
There's RGB entry also there. There's a hex code as well. If you want this to be a custom picker with maybe a spot color or Pantone color,
you can do that as well.
You can manage it easily. Okay. And you can control it actually for every different segment of product.
That's nice.
And in parallel, because this support completely vector, right? So whenever customer uploads an image, so the image is going to be raster, right? So the quality check of image is also happening, which you can control, you can define from backend.
Nice.
The best part, again, it comes when it comes to backend. Of course, in terms of flexibility, I talked, you can offer promotional, even you can offer a configurator, right? So let's say this particular apparel, I want to customize my color preferences. I can just go here and, let's say I want to make it yellow. For every single layer, I can change my preferences, right? And I can preview and then further I can design. So you can utilize it anyway. Really nice, whatever product has to be configured, let customer define their preference.
But here the problem, of course, would be that you will need to have a T-shirt shop that can do print on all sides of the garment.
It could be not limited to T-shirt. It could be
I
even,
understand that.
it could be even hockey stick where I want to define my preferences. It could be even a boat where I want to define my preferences in terms of color.
I understand
it could be sofa, it could be shoe. So it can be used in a multiple
Maybe
segment.
even make your own awards, right?
Awards, why not?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And probably one more thing
I would like to don't have more time. You have 2 seconds more.
Okay. So the best part over here is the DesignO also comes with an inbuilt print workflow and order management system. So as the end user, once you log in or a print by a business owner, you can see first of all whatever stores you have connected. You can access those stores right here and manage the web to print functionality.
Nice.
Then you have a summary which gives you a quick idea about how many orders are pending, reviewing. You can get about anything, every graphical representation. You can communicate with customer right from here or internal team. So you don't no longer to go back and log in into your e-commerce. Then if I talk about, let's say, another dashboard. So you have a job dashboard as well, which gives you quick idea about at what stage, how many orders are there. And not only limited to that.
My friend, you're extending my hospitality.
So here you go. It's a job calendar. So once the team logs in, right?
You never stop, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So that's the energy this product gives me.
I mean, it has all the features that a shop owner would need, right? And as you say, when you can take this and put it into an existing workflow, it gives so many more opportunities, right?
So many more.
Very comprehensive solution you create here. Again, Dheeraj, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Morten.
Thank you for a great demo.
My pleasure.